Good afternoon, students. Today our topic is anterior compartment of leg. So here in this specimen we have already dissected the skin, superficial fascia, deep fascia. Now you can see the muscles of anterior compartment of leg. So the deep fascia of anterior compartment, it will thickened near the ankle joint or around the ankle joint and will form retinacula. So here you can see we have already removed the deep fascia of this area, this anterior compartment, and here you can see the thickening of deep fascia. This is extensor retinaculum. As all the muscles of anterior compartment, they lie towards the lateral aspect of tibia and medial aspect of fibula. So here you can see the bulk of muscles of anterior compartment of leg. These are the tendons running downwards towards the dorsum of foot. So in the lower part of anterior compartment of leg, or you can say in front of ankle joint, you will find extensor retinaculum. This is superior extensor retinaculum. This is inferior extensor retinaculum. This inferior extensor retinaculum is Y shaped. This is the stem of Y, and these two are upper and lower bands of inferior extensor retinaculum. So as I say, the fascia of anterior compartment of leg thickened in front of ankle joint, it will form extensor retinacula. We have two extensor retinacula, superior extensor retinaculum and inferior extensor retinaculum. So first of all we will discuss the attachments of these retinacula. After that we will discuss the structures passing deep to the retinacula. First of all, this is superior extensor retinaculum. Medially, this is the medial side. Medially it is attached to the anterior border of tibia. This is the anterior border of tibia. As you can see here, this is tibia. This part of tibia is subcutaneous, and this is the anterior border of tibia. This anterior border of tibia is also called shin. So superior extensor retinaculum medially attached to the lower part of anterior border of tibia, and laterally it is attached to the anterior border of fibula, lower part of anterior border of fibula. So these were the attachment of superior extensor retinaculum. Now coming to the attachments of inferior extensor retinaculum. As I said, it is Y shaped. Stem is attached to the superior surface of calcaneum. Superior surface of calcaneum. So this is the stem of inferior extensor retinaculum. It is attached to the superior surface of calcaneum, and its upper band run towards the medial malleolus. This is medial malleolus. So this upper band run towards the medial malleolus, and it is attached to the anterior border of medial malleolus. This is the lower band of inferior extensor retinaculum. It runs downward and medially, and finally it is attached to the plantar aponeurosis of sole of foot. So it runs towards the sole of foot and finally merged with the plantar aponeurosis of sole of foot. So these were the attachments of inferior extensor retinaculum. It is Y shaped. This is the stem of Y, and these are the upper and lower bands of Y. Now coming to the structure passing deep to the extensor retinacula. The common structures passing deep to the both extensor retinacula, superior as well as inferior. Starting from medial to lateral, the first structure is this tendon. This is the tendon of tibialis anterior muscle. This is the tibialis anterior muscle. We'll discuss the origin and insertion later. So this is the tendon of tibialis anterior. Lateral to this, we have this tendon. This is the tendon of extensor hallucis longus. Extensor hallucis longus muscle. As it is running towards the great toe, this is the tendon of extensor hallucis longus muscle. Now coming to the next structure. Next structure is artery. This is anterior tibial artery. This is anterior tibial artery. Lateral to the artery we have nerve. So this is deep peroneal nerve. This is deep peroneal nerve. Next to this we have another structure. This is muscle. This is the tendon of extensor digitorum longus muscle. Next to this we have tendon of peroneus tertius muscle. We have tendon of peroneus tertius muscle. So these were the structures which are passing deep to the extensor retinacula. It has a mnemonics called tall Himalayas are never dry places, where T stands for tibialis anterior, Himalayas H stand for extensor hallucis longus, R A stands for anterior tibial artery, where never N stand for nerve, deep peroneal nerve. Then dry, D stand for extensor digitorum longus tendon, and places P stands for peroneus tertius tendon. This is a tendon of peroneus tertius muscle. So these were the structures passing deep to the extensor retinacula. Here you can see this is the upper band of inferior extensor retinaculum. It has a superficial slip and a deep slip. Superficial slip is not visible because it is already dissected or cut here. That's why it is visible superficial to the band. So it is under the upper band of inferior extensor retinaculum. So now coming to the muscles of anterior compartment of leg. First muscle is, this is tibialis anterior muscle. It takes origin from the lateral condyle of tibia, also upper 2/3 of lateral surface of tibia and adjoining interosseous membrane. It runs downwards deep to the extensor retinacula, run toward medial side, and finally it will insert into the infero-medial surface of medial cuneiform, also adjoining part of base of first metatarsal. So this was the origin and insertion of tibialis anterior. Next muscle is extensor hallucis longus. So this muscle takes origin from the fibula, medial surface of fibula, middle 2/4 in its posterior part, also adjoining part of interosseous membrane. It also runs downwards deep to the extensor retinacula, and as hallucis terms related to the great toe, it runs towards the great toe and finally insert into the base of distal phalanx of great toe. So this was the origin and insertion of extensor hallucis muscle. Next to this we have another muscle which is extensor digitorum longus muscle. This is extensor digitorum longus muscle. So it takes origin from the medial surface of fibula in its upper 1/4 part, middle 2/4 part in its anterior half, upper part of interosseous membrane, and it runs downwards and it will divide into 4 tendons, as you can see here. This tendon will insert into the lateral 4 toes, second, third, fourth and fifth toes. So they run towards the toes and finally insert into the base of middle and distal phalanx, base of middle and distal phalanx. So these are the tendons of extensor digitorum longus muscle. Now coming to the fourth muscle of this compartment, which is peroneus tertius muscle. This is peroneus tertius muscle. It takes origin from the lower 1/4 of medial surface of fibula, run downwards deep to the extensor reticula, and finally insert into the base of 5th metatarsal on its medial aspect, base of 5th metatarsal. So this is the tendon of peroneus tertius muscle. Now coming to the nerve supply of these muscles, all the muscles of anterior compartment of leg, they are supplied by deep peroneal nerve. All the muscles are supplied by deep peroneal nerve. As we already discussed, this deep peroneal nerve, which you can find deep to the extensor reticula. So these are the muscles of anterior compartment of leg. Now coming to the dorsum of foot. So in the dorsum of foot, you can find a small muscle which is called extensor digitorum brevis muscle. So this is a small muscle which lies on the lateral aspect of dorsum of foot. It is situated deep to the tendons of extensor digitorum longus. If you reflect these tendons, you will find the fibers and tendons of extensor digitorum brevis muscle. So deep to these tendons, these are the tendons of extensor digitorum brevis muscle. So talking about the origin and insertion of this muscle, it takes origin from the anterior half of superior surface of calcaneum, running towards the medial side. It will divide into 4 slips or 4 tendons. These tendons will insert into the medial 4 toes. So there is a difference between the insertion of extensor digitorum longus and extensor digitorum brevis muscle. The 4 tendons of extensor digitorum brevis, they will insert into the medial 4 digits, whereas the tendons of longus muscle insert into the lateral 4 toes. The most medial tendon of this muscle is distinct and it runs towards the great toe. It is also known as extensor hallucis brevis. This part of muscle, this part of extensor digitorum brevis muscle is also known as extensor hallucis brevis. It runs towards the great toe and will insert into the base of proximal phalanx of great toe. Rest of 3 tendons, they will insert into the second, third and fourth toe. So they will form dorsal distal expansion along with the tendon of extensor digitorum longus and will insert into the base of middle and distal phalanx of second, third and fourth toe. This is all about the origin and insertion of extensor digitorum brevis muscle. Now coming to the anterior tibial artery. So the anterior tibial artery is the terminal branch of popliteal artery. In the popliteal fossa, popliteal artery will divide into anterior tibial artery and posterior tibial artery. So this anterior tibial artery pierces the interosseous membrane and will enter into the anterior compartment of leg. It runs vertically downwards up to the point which lies between two malleoli. So from here, this anterior tibial artery will continue as a dorsal pedis artery. It will continue as a dorsal pedis artery. Now talking about the deep peroneal nerve, both artery and nerve, they will run together. So first of all, this deep peroneal nerve is the branch of common peroneal nerve. Common peroneal nerve will divide into superficial and deep peroneal nerve. The superficial peroneal nerve will enter into the lateral compartment of leg, whereas the deep peroneal nerve will pierce the anterior intermuscular septa and will enter into the anterior compartment of leg. In the dorsum of foot, this deep peroneal nerve will give two terminal branches, medial and lateral. So this is all about the artery and nerve of anterior compartment of leg. So this is all about the anterior compartment of leg. So we have done muscles of anterior compartment, retinacula and structures passing deep to the retinacula. The structure passing deep to the retinacula are also very important. We have discussed medial to lateral, tibialis anterior, then we have extensor hallucis longus muscle, then we have artery which is anterior tibial artery, then we have nerve which is deep peroneal nerve, then extensor digitorum longus muscle and peroneus tertius muscle. And we have also discussed the extensor digitorum brevis muscle. So this is all about anterior compartment. Thank you so much.